So starting point here is I'm going to draw, starting with this one in the top corner, I'm going to take a line from each of the corners of the cube to the vanishing point, and I'm going to keep these reasonably light to begin with, because not all of the line is going to be part of the finished drawing. So my starting point is I've drawn those 3 lines. To turn it into a cube, because at the moment it looks like it's a big long shape getting smaller and smaller as it goes to the vanishing point, I'm going to take my ruler and that vertical line there, I'm going to slide it down, decide upon a depth, and draw another vertical line between the 2 lines. And then to finish off the cube, I'm going to draw a horizontal line, slide it down to the bottom of the line that I've just drawn, and draw a line going straight across. So what I now have is my cube, and if I just darken in the sides of it, the parts of the lines, there is my first worksheet, or my first 1 point perspective cube. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in each of the other ones. Because this one is in the top left corner, you see the front, you see the right, and you see the bottom. This one down here, because it's down in the bottom left, I'm going to see the front of it, I'm going to see the top, and I'm going to see the right. But the same principles apply. Take each of the corners back to the vanishing point, decide upon a depth, so take my ruler, slide it up, and I'll draw a horizontal line. Take my ruler, vertical line from the end of the line I just drew, straight down, and then darken in the sides. Okay, moving on to the one down here in the bottom right. Same principles. Corners that are closest to the vanishing point, take them back to the vanishing point. Decide upon the depth. This one I'm going to do quite small, so draw a vertical line, horizontal line, and you have your cube. And then all I have to do is darken in the sides. So by the time you get onto the third and fourth one, you should be getting quite comfortable with what it is you're trying to do, and you should be getting quite quick at this. So in each case I have drawn all the shapes going back to this. So that's this worksheet more or less complete. What I'd maybe say is, if you've got some coloured pencil at home, you could maybe take some coloured pencil and start to add some colour maybe to the cubes so that they stand out a little bit better. Okay, so you can start to add a little bit of colour like that. I'm doing this very rushed so that it's not as tidy as I'd maybe want it, but you could do that, and you could do that to each of the cubes. And then what I'd like you to try and do is think about adding in some more cubes. So here is a worksheet which I prepared earlier, where what I've got is the 4 basic shapes which I did originally, 1, 2, 3 and 4, but then what I've done is I've drawn in some additional squares or rectangles myself and turned them into 1 point perspective. And what I'd like to see you try and do is fit as many cubes as possible into your worksheet.